This is Sukhdev and this is his wife Bimal.
Hey, hey, what's wrong? Why did you fall? Why aren't you moving? Why is your hand stiff? What's wrong with your face? Somebody help! Please, come see what has happened to him. My man used to be fit and healthy. How could he become dependent on a stick in just a few minutes?
This is a question that Bimal had. So she went to speak to the doctor.
Dr. Saib, please tell me what happened to my husband. Why does he move like he is maimed and disabled?
Sister, it is because he had a stroke.
A stroke? What's that? I have seen how the stroke changed his hands and legs. But what changes happened inside his body to make that way? Can you explain that to me?
Of course. See, this organ is called the heart. It is like the motor pump of the body. It functions all the time, even when we are asleep. Now, what does a motor pump do? It pumps water from the well and supplies it to the fields. The same way, our hearts pump the blood and supply it to the entire body. These red tubes or arteries supply purified blood to the brain. These blue pipes or veins bring back unpurified blood from the brain to the heart. This is how a network of blood vessels form and supply all parts of our body.
So, the heart supplies blood to the entire body, like a motor pump?
Yes, sister. And now, let's see how a single blood pipe actually works. If we cut a blood pipe into half, what shall we see? We shall see that the blood pipe is increasing and decreasing in size. If you look closely, you will see that the pipe increases in size when the pressure of the blood is increased and decreases in size when the pressure is decreased. This is called blood pressure or BP. BP has to be measured using a machine. If the BP is high, then we say that the person has high BP.
What happens when a person has high BP? Is there a connection between BP and my husband's paralysis?
Yes, high BP can be the very reason for paralysis. Look at this. This pipe supplies blood to the brain. If someone has high BP, then the pipe increases in size. Beyond the limit, the increase can cause a burst in the pipe. Let me explain with an example. Here, the green pipe has burst because the water pressure was too much. Similarly, here, blood pipe has ruptured due to an increase in blood pressure. Here is another example. Sometimes, when we cut a blood pipe into half, we can see yellow deposits on the inner wall. These are fats. They collect little by little over time, reducing the area for the blood to flow through. We call this a blockage. Due to this blockage, blood supply decreases over time to this part of the brain. That can also cause a stroke.
Can you please explain this to me in simpler terms?
Yes, look at this example and you will understand. This is canal for watering a field. Over time, more and more soil from the water is deposited along the sides. That's why the water path shrinks. Water flow decreases. Then, so much soil is deposited that the path closes completely. This is exactly how fat closes blood flow paths.
So, what you are saying, Dr. Saib, is that an illness in the brain caused my husband's stroke and the stroke caused his paralysis?
That is right. Stroke is a disease associated with brain. It occurs in the brain either due to rupturing of a blood pipe or due to blockage in a blood pipe.
What precautions can we take to prevent a stroke?
Three main precautions can minimize the risk of a stroke. Check your BP regularly. If you suffer from high BP, then take the prescribed medication regularly as directed by a doctor. Check your blood sugar regularly. If your doctor says you are a diabetic, take the prescribed medication regularly to keep the sugar levels in a check. If you have already had a stroke, then take the medication that was prescribed to prevent another stroke. Also remember that diabetics, blood pressure, and stroke are all on the rise these days. To avoid these diseases, one must do the following things. A brisk walk for a minimum of 30 minutes every day. Avoiding adding extra salt to your food. Eating at least one fruit every day. Eating at least one green vegetable every day. Not using tobacco in any form. Not drinking alcohol.
Thank you, Dr. Sahib. You have explained this so well. I have finally understood everything. I shall ask my husband to follow all your recommendations.